Good morning, good morning, good morning. It is the Reach Podcast Show with your host and founder, LeVar Ellis. As you guys can see, we are about to have an amazing interview with Miss Sarah Diaz. So we want to say thank you guys for joining in. We appreciate you. So if you're on Facebook, if you're on YouTube, what's up? Say hello to everybody.
Hi everyone, Sarah Diaz here, owner and founder of Resilient Body Oasis, where we focus on beauty, wellness, and health.
Absolutely, absolutely. We're going to get into this wonderful woman's story and why she's doing the things that she's doing. And we appreciate everybody tuning in and joining us for this morning. We have an amazing show. And we're going to talk about beauty, body, wellness, and also the taboo of aesthetics and stuff like that. So she wants to clear some things up at the same time, telling her story and why she's doing it. But most importantly, why you should come to her to seek these services, because there's a lot of people doing this stuff, and she's the best in the game. So we'll just let you guys know more about that as we get further into it. But today, man, is a really, really cool day. This is season number 3 for the Reach Podcast Show, and this is episode number 3. So I appreciate everybody that's been sticking with us, that's been rocking with us this whole time, enjoying all the episodes. And always remember that if there's something you've missed or a show you want to go see, you can always go to YouTube, go to the channel, go back and watch your favorite show. And if you comment, it'll still come up and I'll reply to you. So we appreciate everybody from Facebook to YouTube. If you're on my personal page, man, shout out. Go follow the Reach Podcast Show, though, on Instagram and on Facebook, and check out the YouTube channel. So we appreciate everybody being here. I hope you guys have been having a great week and are having a great day and a great morning, because it's a beautiful day outside. We want everybody to feel celebrated, number one. And talking about being celebrated, I have to shout out to a couple people today, some really close friends of mine. And I'm going to put a picture up. Shout out to my co-host, to my other podcast, our mental health and wellness podcast, The Mind Matters, the queen of the show, Dr. P. So if you guys seen this picture, the lady right there in the middle, it is her birthday, Dr. Rashida Fareen. Ty Love, a.k.a. Rashida, Sheeta, whatever you want to call it. It is her birthday, so happy birthday to you, young lady. And I can't wait. Yeah. Can't wait for our show this evening so we can celebrate you and celebrate our series that we've been running, which is called Getting Back to Happy, man. It's all about being happy and about celebrating all of those small moments, whether they're big or small, And so celebrating your birthday is definitely something we want to acknowledge. So had to give you the first shout out of the day. Hope you have a great day. We talked this morning. Keep having a great day, getting your hair and your nails done, hanging out with your sisters. And you might have to get you a gift certificate to come over here. So,
absolutely. The importance of aesthetics.
Absolutely. Absolutely. This is somewhere she can come. She probably be into that. I'm not sure. We'll see what's up. But happy birthday to you, Dr. P. I love. And salute, also have to say, you have published another book. I forgot what number this is, probably number 38. This lady writes books. She's an amazing author. So shout out to you for the book that you launched on this past Saturday. I know it's going to be doing well. So again, we'll see you this evening. We'll celebrate you even further. And shout out to my fam, man, another birthday person that we have that I want to acknowledge is, and you can also go over to their business, Honey Beyond Studio over in Missouri City. If you are trying to have an event or a celebration, or guess what, a birthday party, you can go and check out Honey Beyond Studios. Tell them the Reach Podcast Show sent you. But shout out to my cousin, the owner, Miss Cherie. It is her birthday, so happy birthday to you, sister. And we hope that you're having a good day too. Absolutely. And we want everybody, if there's any birthdays that I'm missing, I'm not aware of, man, happy birthday to you. And this is yes. No. What month is this? This is July, so I'm not real big on the signs. Whatever sign it is, it ain't
Cancer. So. My baby's birthday is in July.
Absolutely. Shout out to all the cancers out there. I will say that. Yeah, and so you guys enjoy yourself and keep doing what you're doing, and just stay positive in all the things that you're doing, and just enjoy your time and your day. But nonetheless, I want to say that if you haven't been out to Brown Sugar Cafe and Books, this is definitely a place and an ambiance and an atmosphere that you want to come to, because we're doing a lot of amazing things over there. Shout out to my sis Raven, White, and the whole Vibe Tribe crew. It's just fun, man. It's just really, really, really fun. We want you guys to know that we are looking forward to you coming by and visiting, seeing all the art that we're doing over there. Shout out to the crew that's over there with the kids right now for summer camp, teaching them all the different things from public speaking, journaling, agriculture, the arts, of course, you know, taking them outside, podcasting, directing. I know the kids are going to get on me because I've been teaching them that. They probably looking for me. But I'm doing my thing right now. So I'll definitely be over there to share with you guys some more. But shout out to the whole crew over there at Brown Sugar Cafe and Books. And as you can see, the information is right there on the screen. The address is right there on the screen, 5330 Fry Road. You got to come out and check us out over at Brown Sugar. And check out the mural, the Katie mural. And it is an amazing painting that is right there on the side of the building. And I put this picture up all the time. That is from the grand opening. And then also the Katie mural, which has made its own name for itself. And it is not done. Don't think we forgot about the public events where we'll have all the kids and even the adults coming out to stretch this painting out. That is the vision and the goal and of things that we're trying to do. So big shouts out to Brown Sugar Cafe and Books, man. And I'll be over there later on. And again, you know, you want to come and visit us this evening because it's a perfect opportunity for you to come and get me and my crew. Again, I'll go back to the show that we're going to have this evening. It is called The Mind Matters, and it's all about mental health and wellness within our own community. And we want to express how important it is to pay attention to the things that you go through from day to day. And so we have created a podcast where we talk about different things. And again, we're celebrating happy right now. So when you see this logo, we'll be streaming this evening from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Or you can come and be part of the live studio audience. And again, we're celebrating Dr. P. It is her birthday, and you know, part of that show is the toast. And so the toast today is, of course, celebrating Dr. P's birthday and all the wonderful things that have been going on with yourself and whatever you're happy about these days. So with all of that behind us now, man, I want to get to this topic and to this subject and give a huge shout out to you, Sarah, because you were bold enough. Look at the pretty picture. And, you know, your business that you have going here, Resilient Body Oasis, and, you know, kind of want to get into why you chose that. But, of course, salute to you and all of the amazing things that you're doing with your business. And we want to just get into the story of you and what you have going on. So, first of all, we'll let you say what's up to everybody again and just introduce yourself.
Hi, everyone. So, Sarah Diaz Lopez here. I was born and raised in Puerto Rico. Puerto Rican parents to an extent. I mean, 3 of my grandparents are Puerto Rican.
Okay.
One on my grandmother on my mom's side, I never got to meet her. She passed away when my mom was young, but she is African American. So I have a lot of African American in my family as well. So people always kind of ask, like, what are you mixed with? I'm not mixed with anything. I am straight from the island. And, you know, growing up in such a small island, you really kind of, you see the U.S. and stuff like that, but you never imagine all the stuff you can accomplish, right? Because it's kind of like a lot of locals, not a lot of aspirations going on. Definitely not business-minded back in the island, but it came up, Resilient Body Oasis came up during the pandemic. I'm a registered nurse by trade, so, you know, the pandemic on healthcare professionals was very...
I got to interrupt you. I'm sorry. I got to interrupt you because you're a registered nurse. We can't skip over that. Right?
Okay.
So give us a look before Resilient Body. Who is Sarah before Resilient Body?
Okay.
Give us a little bit, like you.
So Sarah Diaz as a nurse. Okay. I've always worked more than one job. Okay. I've always had 2 full-time jobs. So and I'm a hustler. And a single mom at that, right? My baby just turned 10 July 10th. Shout out to Jade if she's watching me.
Hey.
So I was stressing myself out, right? As a mom, I was overwhelmed because I felt like I was lacking being a mom because I'm so focused on providing, right? Because I don't have a meal figure in my house. So, hey, you got to do what you got to do, right? To provide a certain lifestyle for your child. And as parents, we always want our children to have better than what we have. That's just a given. So, yeah, I've done health insurance. I've done the floor. Recently, and still to this day, I am a hospice nurse. So I deal with a lot of family dynamics and death and preparing people on how to let your loved one go peacefully, right, and comfortably, which I love doing. I completely enjoy doing, but it's hard. You know, it's emotionally draining because you just have to be support. So
you gotta have a certain heart for that.
Yes.
It speaks a lot to you on that.
But that's how you know the difference in nurses. You have the nurses that do it for the money, and then you have the nurses that are So yeah, that's me. I've done a little bit of everything from psych to bedside, health insurance, hospice, home health.
How many years is this now?
Over 10 years. I've been a nurse over 10 years.
Okay.
Yes. I got pregnant in college, and I'm never going to forget my dad saying, "Oh, well, I'm assuming you're going to drop out." And I'm like, ha! Watch what I'm going to do. So,
look at you now.
Look at me now.
I'm sure he's proud.
Yeah.
He's still with you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's proud.
But yeah, that's in a jiffy. And imagine during the pandemic, COVID, hospice, right?
Yeah.
Dealing with all this death and everything. Healthcare workers were very, very, overwhelmed.
Yeah.
Like it was a lot on us. So I was kind of like, okay, I don't mind doing this for the rest of my life, but I want freedom. I want that time freedom. I don't want to have to request PTO, only 2 times a year. And I have a big thing with people telling me what to do.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I can't imagine why that would be the case. So just a little bit on the pandemic, because we're still dealing with it.
Absolutely.
Some people believe we're coming out. Some people believe we're out. Some people believe we're going back in. Some believe we've never gotten out of it.
Right.
What is your standpoint as far as your personal opinion and advice that you would give to people, like as simple as wearing a mask and just the other things, just overall, what is your take on the pandemic, if you don't mind?
And you're putting me on the spot, huh? Okay.
Remember, I said personal opinion, so can't nobody say nothing about it.
Please don't be offended with what I'm about to say. Mm-hmm. Everyone, let's just throw that disclaimer out there. We've had worse illnesses going around. I don't know if people remember Ebola.
Yep. You
could literally bleed to death on that, and it wasn't such a big deal as COVID. Okay. With COVID, I've always said is the flu on steroids. Okay. I'm not saying that it's not serious. Yes, I had a lot of close people die from COVID.
Yeah.
You hear me? Like it's serious. However, what people fail to recognize is it's about your personal health.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? The people that are dying have directly or indirectly, because we don't know, right? It's personal health information, but you have some form of illness. And when you get COVID, it makes it worse.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So statistic-wise, it was the elderly people passing away constantly. I dealt with it every day during hospice, okay? It was the elderly people or people that had hypertension, smokers, pneumonia. They had other underlying conditions that they got COVID and it made it worse.
Yeah.
Okay? The last hospice company I was working on, we lost a coworker, fully vaccinated. She was a nurse. She was perfectly fine. Vaccinated with COVID.
Yeah.
She died. Dropped down dead. But she had other conditions, right? So, people, being healthy is very important. You don't want to not be stagnant. You want to, even if you're walking 30 minutes a day, just to look around. You want to stay active. Try to eat healthier. It was crazy how the supermarkets, everyone went for the toilet paper, but then all the orange juice and stuff was fully stacked. Like, I'm not going to say it, but like you're worried about
the messages that
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I always tell even my clients here, like, hey, if they're telling me I'm dealing with anxiety or I'm hypertensive or whatever, that's the difference of coming to a registered nurse, because it's more of a holistic overall. Yeah. So in sense of recommendations, wash your hands. Simple. Don't be dirty. Yeah. I mean, masks. I mean, of course, I want to encourage wearing masks, but let's be straight up. As a woman, you have makeup. You don't want all the extra stuff, But just do what makes you comfortable and just reinforce your immune system. Get you some elderberry. Get you some echinacea. Get you, just vitamin C. Just reinforce. Stay active.
Let me pull up my notepad real quick.
Just stay active. It's like health matters.
Yeah.
People are focused on other stuff, but you're not focusing on yourself. So that's one of the things we're doing.
And we were just talking again, going back to the Mind Matters podcast, and you were expressing how important that is, because that's a form of health as well.
Absolutely.
So if you could briefly, not about my show, but just what's your stance on mental health?
Mental health is my top priority, even as raising my child. As when you're growing up, I feel like your parents try to do the best that they can, right? You know, when you become a parent, you don't have a book telling you how to be a parent, right? So parents do the best that they can, but they don't recognize that they are passing on their own personal traumas to their children, right? So with me, I have a lot of stuff that, you know, childhood things that I'm dealing with myself, but as a mom, I always focus on my daughter. Hey, you know, how are you feeling? Why are you feeling that way? What can mommy do to help you? You get what I'm saying? It's very important because I prefer having a more mentally stable and emotionally strong child, because eventually as an adult, she will be able to handle life's blows more easily, right? So to me, it's very important. We're seeing all these school shootings and mass shootings and all this stuff, and it's, people don't get it. Like it all starts with mental health. Those kids or those mass shooters that are doing, hi baby. So like people don't understand, those people that are doing this are dealing with their own personal demons. It's not an excuse. It's not an excuse, because you could always have help. Like my personal, like my circle, shout out to my girls, Monique, Felicia,
what up, ladies?
Shayna, but that is my therapy. Okay. Like when we get together, we talk about, you know, our different stresses and what's going on, and we get different insights. And I think that's important, but I also know that not everyone has that blessing to have those type of strong females, right? So, and that's not everyone wants to go to a psychiatrist or psychologist, someone that he doesn't really know and is going to prescribe you something. So mental health can be tackled different ways. Maybe you like reading a book, maybe you like dancing, maybe you like, I'm not going to say it, but regardless of what you like, focus on what makes you feel better. And recognize yourself. If there's something that you know that you could do better as a human being, do it, because it'll make your life a lot easier.
That's what's up, man. We're gonna have to do a one-on-one and bring you on as a panelist for our show. So say what's up to Mo. We gotta say what's up to Mo. I know you got a whole bunch of homegirls, but I have to shout out to my previous guest, Felicia. What's up to you? I know she's watching now. She's gonna watch later. And definitely shout out to Mo, man. I love Mo. Mo is so silly.
My girls, I'm telling you, my friends are the most amazing thing in my life. One of the most amazing. I have a lot of amazing, but my friends they're just amazing. Yeah, that's everything.
And it's really cool to be able to talk about the mental health aspect of it, because it plays a huge role in what you're doing now, you know, for people to be able to feel good about themselves. And, you know, we can go into all of that, but that's a big part of it, and that's why I kind of wanted you to speak on that. And then, I mean, being a nurse, I didn't even think about that in preparing this show, but that's another huge reason people should come to you and trust what you're doing.
Absolutely.
You know, that's a big part of it. But let's get to that part. So you were explaining, and I had to cut you off because I didn't want you to just jump right to it. I wanted people to get to know you a little bit more, and that's the point of why I do this show, really, is to promote business and make people really understand that there's not just somebody, you're not just coming here doing this. It's a reason why you're doing it. So go back a little bit on before you were like, okay, I'm going to do this, and kind of tell us what led you into this. And so you've been nursing for 10 years. Before we get off of that, what is your biggest lesson during the pandemic, or now, or whatever? What is something that you really honed in on when it came to going through all of that? And from the mindset of being a nurse and watching all these people pass away, what is something that really stuck to your heart?
So, for one, enjoying life. The whole lockdown, I think it really resonated with a lot of people. You know, we almost went, almost a year, 2 years without being able to travel and go out and party and stuff. Now, again, my friends were amazing. We were always, you know, we were like, hey, we're going to police tonight, okay, girl, you know. But enjoy life and don't put all of your coins in one purse. And what I mean about that is, So I invested 5 years into this company where I built a lot of my career, right? And, I was getting promotion after promotion every year. Like, I was feeling myself. I was making great money. And then because of racism, which is very much a thing, people don't think about that, but it's very much a thing, I got fired. And I was so devastated by that. Like that really, really shook my mental health, right? Because I was thinking, I'm going to retire from this company. Like, it's a great company, money was great, whatever. After that, I was kind of like, wow, like, you're just a number in the company, unfortunately. Like, even with the coworker that passed away, she passed away, and it was like a Thursday or Friday, and by that Monday, boom, her breath was out.
Everything.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you are
I was about to give it a month, man. You gave it the weekend.
No, literally.
Wow.
Instantly, you are a number to these companies. They don't care. To me, I'm seeing that job, unfortunately, I'm sorry for all the workers and whatever, but it's kind of like slavery.
Yeah. I mean, it's a
reality. It's slavery.
Yeah.
Like, oh no, you can't take PTO because there's too many people on PTO. But I'm working for benefits, so you are going to tell me when I can and cannot go on vacation. Like, what is that?
I said, for what kind of shit is that?
Yeah. I didn't want to say it, but
all good. Yeah.
But that was kind of like a learning experience for me. So I started like, okay, well, I remember it was me and Felicia. We were talking, and we're like, well, what can we do? And all these body contouring people were coming out, and I'm like, oh, we could do that.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, we could do more than that.
Yeah.
As nurses, we could do more invasive stuff, and we know how the body mechanisms work and stuff like that. So I'm like, let's just do it.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, bet. So we just started buying stuff off of Amazon and stuff, and started investing in our certifications because, of course, aesthetics, you have to be certified. It's not something you want to do. And then what kind of the highlight is you're dealing with a whole registered nurse.
Yeah.
So your safety is my priority. And again, I'm not going to service you without understanding your body mechanism.
Yeah.
So when people say there's a lot of, like I was saying, there's a lot of body cultures. Oh, well, I tried this and that and it didn't work. Well, was she a nurse? No. You get what I'm saying? Like, if you go on my social media and you see my before and after pictures, you will see all of my results instantly.
Yeah.
I could grab any of my clients in here and just go. Yeah. Tell them your skill, and they will tell you instantly you will lose interest if you get body contouring with me. Now, I'm trying to shy away from that because it's a lot of work. Yeah. It's a lot of work. Yeah. But, that's kind of like, that's how it all started. It started as an idea, and then we just kept on like, oh, well, we could add this. Oh, well, we could do this. Oh, and
now this part. So, and shout out to Felicia again. I can't remember if I really asked her this, but she was on the show as well. Did it take y'all a minute or take you a minute to believe that you could really do it, or was it a simple like a conversation that y'all had? Let's do it. Okay, let's do it.
Let's do it.
Okay.
Let's do it.
And so in doing that and preparing and all the things that you have to go through, again, is something I don't want to shy away from. So give like a rundown if you can quickly, like the certifications and the education that you have to go through to be able to have this business.
Yes. So
people don't understand that.
So within nursing, right, nursing is a very broad term for everything you can do in this type of career. So you have different specialties, right? So for you to be certified as an aesthetic nurse, you have to get the training, because when you go to nursing school, it's kind of like an overview of all of your body. But if you want to be an OR nurse like my friend Dee, or if you want to be, I don't know, a med-surg nurse like myself or hospice nurse, there are certain certifications you got to get, right? In aesthetics, people don't understand it's expensive. I'm not saying it's not, but the amount of investment you have to do into your certifications is a lot. Like, I'm a certified advanced injector, so not only can I do beauty stuff, but I also could do medical stuff. Like, people don't know that Botox is not only for wrinkles. You can use Botox for migraines. You can use Botox for TMJ, which is a secondary effect of COVID. So if your jaw is blocking and you have COVID, that's one of the things. You can use use Botox for hyperhidrosis, excessive sweating, for your underarms, the palm of your hands, your feet, right? So there's a lot of misinformation.
Yeah, I didn't know that. I just learned something.
There you go.
Wow.
There's a lot of misinformation behind it. Now, the education, I spent like, what, 15 grand probably getting educated and certified. Because, of course, when you're injecting, you have to know where your veins and arteries are and what happens if you have inclusion and stuff like that, you know? So you have to be very educated. So be mindful when you're getting this type of stuff, be mindful.
Yeah.
Let's talk about aesthetics, though.
Okay. And before we do that, is it Kalia, your cousin?
Kayla.
Kayla.
Hi, Kayla. Love you, girl.
Yeah, she was watching. I put it up a second ago, but I definitely want to see.
Thank you.
Cousin,
Thank
so
you.
Make sure we give her a shout out.
Thank you.
What's up, my man Vaughn? I see you.
Hi, Vaughn.
So yes, let's talk about.
Let's talk about aesthetics. So people, let's talk about what the first taboo is. Oh, if I get Botox or fillers, I'm gonna look ducky, fake, and overdone. Not necessarily.
Okay.
You want to do very much a research on who your injector is and what type of work she does. There's some injectors, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with that because there's people that like that. But there's some injectors that want the dramatic change, like I just want you to look because maybe that's what the client wants, right? And that's perfectly fine. I'm more of a natural person. People don't understand that with age, you start losing muscle mass, you start losing bone structure, you start losing collagen, right? So aesthetics is pretty much assisting and aiding in all of that. So if your face is drooping, right, you used to have high cheekbones like I do, but catch me in 10, 20 years, it ain't gonna be here, right? And you just want to kind of refresh your look. That's what aesthetics is for. Now, just like tattoos, I'm not sure if you have any tattoos, but I don't have any, but I hear a lot of people that they say, well, it's addictive. You get one and you just want to keep going. Yeah. That, when you see the people that are overly done, that's what's happening. Yeah. They just they're not even letting the filler or the Botox wear off, and they just want it to keep more and more. So that's why it looks different, right? But to me, properly. Correct. So to me, I'm more of a natural injector. I just want to enhance what you already are. Because think about it. People think, oh, well, whoever does aesthetics is because they're not, what's the word I'm looking for? They are not comfortable in their own body, or they don't, confident. Yeah. They're not confident. No. Yeah. Because you got a haircut, does that mean you're not confident?
Exactly.
Like, come on, let's talk about it, though. Because I get my nails done doesn't mean I'm confident. No, I'm just enhancing what I already have. Yeah.
And let me say this, because it's funny you said that. So we were talking this morning, and I was like, man, I had some hiccups. I didn't get a haircut, and I was like, man, I'm going on the show. I ain't got no cut, but I'm confident, so I'm here, you know?
There you go.
It's all good. But there are things, I totally resonate with that, and I understand what you're saying. You know, it's not about that, you know? So I appreciate you sharing this info.
Think about it deeper, though. As women, different from men, right? We go through pregnancy. We go through weight changes because of hormones and all types of stuff, right? So the Sarah in her 20s is not the same Sarah in her 30s. Yeah. You know, body changes. I mean, I remember when I had my daughter, best thing in my life, right? But I was skinny, perky, and all that stuff, and then pregnancy and breastfeeding happened, and I'm like, what the hell happened? You get what I'm saying? So even relationship-wise, when a female is more in tune and she fixes whatever it is that is, she wants to modify, even sexually she opens up. Like men don't think about that. Yeah. Men are quick to bash the females that, oh, you got lipo and you think you all that. She feels like she's all that because she enhanced what she already has. So
mentally.
Correct. So it opens up all types of stuff. So now maybe the female that was shy and was like, no, lights have to be off and this and that. Now it's like, let's get it, you know? You know what I'm saying? So that's what people don't understand. It doesn't always have to have a negative connotation to it. It's just, you just want to be a better, younger version of yourself. And what's wrong with that?
Nothing at all, man. I mean, well put, and making it relatable, man. That's the biggest thing. I'm gonna save that question. I'm gonna go back to the name.
Okay.
You know, what is it with the name and why Resilient Body? Why did you choose that?
Resilience is a very strong word for me because resilient means that no matter what hardships you endure in your life, you could always come out in the successful side.
Yeah.
So not only Resilient Body Oasis, I have other projects that I'm working on as well with that word. So that's a very powerful word for me. The body, because again, our body goes through so many changes and stuff. So I just wanted to add that there. And the Oasis is the refreshing part of it, right? Because you're coming to get refreshed. You're just coming. Think about it as an injector. It's kind of like your hairstylist. When you go to the barber, you guys talk about all types of different stuff, right? Yeah. Same thing when anyone comes to my chair. They feel comfortable. They feel confident enough that they start sharing their most personal secrets.
They open up.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like I'm here. Yes, I'm doing aesthetics. I'm doing body, beauty, wellness, but I'm also opening up to be a motivational speaker. Like, girl, your list was amazing. Go play, girl. That type of stuff. So,
and that's that beauty shop, body Oasis talk. That's important.
Correct.
And like you say, barbershop. It's that talk that we need. And you made a comment earlier as we were talking about mental health, as far as like people having that stigma in going to talk to a counselor and stuff like that. And I was sharing, like, you're a counselor. I'm a counselor.
Right.
Being able to let people open up and be themselves, and if they feel like they need to go see somebody, it is absolutely okay.
It's absolutely okay.
Which goes back to this interview and this conversation. If somebody wants to feel better about themselves, they shouldn't be frowned upon or shouldn't be, viewed differently and stuff like that. And so I like that you brought that up because that's a big deal. And so I'm going to put you on the spot again. We kind of touched on this before. So as a beautiful young lady, right, you probably get all the kind of attention from men and stuff like that. What do you say to another beautiful lady like yourself that has thought about it, that has done it and didn't feel bad about it, from the whole perspective of, I'm pretty, I don't need it. What do you say to those ladies?
Hey, if you like it, I love it. But I always like to push them further. Okay, you don't need it. That's perfectly fine. And initially, I have to open that bridge of communication, right? Because I'm not a judgmental person. I've never been. So if she's like, well, girl, I don't need it because I'm bad, this and that, whatever the case may be. But then I start hearing, oh, well, whatever she says is some sense of insecurity. Right. Okay, are you just saying it because you're just trying to, prove something to me? Or like, come on, let's talk about it. Because again, we live in a very judgmental society.
Most definitely.
It is what it is, okay? Yeah. I get judged every day. But I have created this slogan, I guess you could say, to myself. I live by the 3 F's. If you're not,
hold on, no.
I'm not gonna say it.
No, I'm just playing. Go ahead.
If you're not feeding me, okay, nutritional wise, and I don't say taking me out to eat. I said in my household, okay, you're not feeding me. You're not financing me in the sense of you're not helping me pay my mortgage, my car, my daughter's supplies and stuff like that. And if you're not freaking me, let's keep it PG, okay? Why should I care?
Yeah.
Why should I care what you think about me? Why? I mean, your opinion is not going to impact my life in any way.
Yeah.
Why care?
Yeah.
So me and Felicia did an event, I think it was last month. And this lady comes with her friend and, oh yeah, I want to get some Botox because, I'm aging, whatever. Yeah, girl, come on, whatever, blah, blah. And the friend was like, girl, you gonna get what? Oh no, why you gonna do that, this and that? I'm just like, okay, cool, whatever. I don't know the people. I'm not gonna, interact with it. But girl, why are you hating? Why are you hating if your friend wants to get some Botox? Let that girl get some Botox. Yeah. But one thing that people don't understand, and I've learned, especially in this industry, is there's a lot of competition among females, which is very, very sad. That's why I always talk about my my friends because I feel so blessed.
Yeah.
Where all of us are such powerful females.
Yes.
Like in the sense of, hey girl, I'm getting this money here. You could do boom, 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 boom. Like there's no competition in our circle whatsoever.
Yeah.
It's not as empowerment. Like, oh, you like what? You want to do what? Bet. I got this connect, this and that, and we're figuring it out. Especially in the female community. Like, people don't understand. My best friend and I do the same exact thing.
Yeah.
Felicia has a whole med spa, the same services and everything.
Yeah.
Are we competition?
Yeah.
That's my girl.
Yeah.
That is my girl. My girl, I can't see you, but go to this
spa
over here. Like, it doesn't always have to be a competition. And the sad part about it is a lot of the competitions is because of men. Females trying to get men. Girl, I posted today. I'm my own sugar daddy. Okay? Like, it shouldn't be that way. It shouldn't be that way, especially with this whole situation with the Wade versus Roe thing. Like, it's a lot of more things happening, and we stand stronger together. Not only female-wise, but Black community, minority community. Yeah. Like, for me, I'm too Black for the Hispanics, and I'm too Hispanic for the Blacks.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, what the hell?
You're going to be the bridge, man. You're going to be the bridge.
Like, you know, but.
Yeah. So talking about the men, too, this is a question that I had, just my own personal thoughts is, are there a lot of men in this industry doing what you do? And what is your sentiment to that? Just as a, you know, because we're in a world now where you gay or straight, right? Because in my opinion, I would say that overall, if somebody saw a man doing this, oh, he's gay, right? And that's not always the case.
Absolutely not.
That's another judgmental thing. And so, what do you have to say to the men, your counterparts that are doing what you do in their men? Again, straight or gay, but just from the male perspective.
3X. Hey, that is my slogan for everything. Even because, of course, I'm a female, so I'm focusing on females. But even for men, I feel like you all go through your waves of insecurity as well. Hey, men are getting, I don't know what it's called, but it's the lipo where they get their abs, their thing done. If my man wants to do that, why not? Yeah. Because that means we could go to Tulum real quick, and you're gonna be all buffed up, and I'm gonna be all cute, and we gonna just, you know what I'm saying?
Be feeling good and looking good.
Just do what makes you happy. Going back to mental health. Yeah. People don't understand your insecurities as they continue to progress. It messes with your mental.
Right.
Oh, maybe my wife doesn't look at me like she looks at Michael B. Jordan on. Shout out to him. But you get what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, do what makes you happy. If you have any type of insecurity, right? What? Do it. Yeah. Do it.
What you waiting on?
Yeah, like, do it. There's people don't understand. Botox it's called Botox. Okay? Men do a lot of Botox just because they're trying to preserve their youth. Yeah. There's nothing wrong with that. Yeah. I mean, hey, if you want to age regular and your skin sags and wrinkles, by all means, I mean, you're correct. Yeah. There's nothing wrong with that. Yeah. But if a man wants to age gracefully, right, where I'm aging, but I'm still, you know, like they say, black don't crack. Why not? Yeah. Why are we gonna bash our men for that? Yeah. I mean, hey, there's nothing like a confident man, right. Especially, you know, you're married and my man's confident. No, I got this. They ain't like. Please do.
And that helps y'all mentality.
Absolutely.
And so, speaking of services, so when somebody comes to you, you know, you have, and right here in Wall, body, beauty, and wellness. Let's talk about some of the services that comes along with those. If you want to break it down and talk about each one of just as a whole.
So body sculpting. So I do the lipocavitation and wood therapy. That's like kind of like my signature. My signature treatment. I also do cellulite treatments. As a nurse, I'm able to do invasive stuff. So there's something called Flow that is an injectable that goes on your cellulite dimples and destroys them completely. That's kind of in a nutshell. There's more on body, but that's what I want to highlight. Beauty, like I said, I do Botox, I do fillers. I'm on the verge of getting certified for PDO threads.
PDO. Now what is that?
Right. I was just
don't talk fast.
Yeah. So PDO threads is a new it's a new technology coming into aesthetics, right? Where it's threads of, it's pretty much just a piece of thread, collagen, that gets injected to your skin and it lifts.
Oh.
You get what I'm saying?
Okay.
So it lasts 12 to 18 months. So basically, when your skin starts sagging, you just inject the thread, and then I'm overdoing it, but right. you look natural and doing it. Yes. Yeah. Completely safe. Again, it's just collagen, so it's not any nasty stuff coming into your skin. So
okay. That's interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, what is it? I mean, I'm gonna ask more.
Yeah.
What is it catching? Like, how is it pulling when it's injected?
So basically, the threads have like little. It depends. So there's smooth threads, and there's then the spiky. I call them the spiky threads. That's not the right thing. Sorry. But basically, if you do the spiky, it's kind of like, imagine like a piece of thread with like little.
The points on it. I never saw it.
The rose, right? You know how it has its thorns, so kind of like that. Yeah. So that's how it's pulling. And then the smooth threads, it just helps with the firmness of your skin, right? Yeah. So right now, I have kind of like a double chin, you can see here. So I want to get it done, so it'll just help the tap.
Well, let me see. I can't see it.
It's right here. I see it. But that's one of the things. I also do microneedling. Shout out to my girl Shayna. That's like my favorite client.
Okay.
Amazing. It's kind of like a collagen stimulation treatment. It's like micro needles that go in your skin, stimulate your collagen, and you get that glow. Go to my Brazilian Body Oasis on Instagram, and you'll see it. It gives you that glow. It helps with wrinkles and stuff.
Tell me again.
Micro needling? What
you said go to something on Instagram.
Oh, Brazilian Body Oasis on Instagram.
All right.
But that's a very, very, very big treatment that I'm selling really, really good. I have a new technology here called exosomes. People don't know about it. It's fairly new. It's replacing pretty much the PRP. So the PRP facial or microneedling, they used to extract your blood, put it on a centrifuge, take the plasma, and then apply it, and then it was a whole process.
Complex.
Yeah. Yes. So that is kind of like going away. Exosomes is pretty much derived from the RNA, which is a protein in our DNA. And it pretty much helps rejuvenate the cells. So our skin cells, again, as we're aging, a lot of stuff is changing. So imagine like the Roomba robot thing. So let's say it malfunctions, right? Let's think about that Roomba as a skin cell.
Yeah. Let's
say it malfunctions and it's hitting the wall, right? And then you have to come in and you turn it around so it can keep moving around. Right. That's what the exosome does. Your skin cell that is completely damaged, it kind of rejuvenates it, and then you just get that. It's kind of like your skin is being reborn.
Gotcha.
So yeah, that's on beauty. Wellness, I do IV hydration, especially in this Houston heat.
Man, ain't it hot? Like, golly.
Hangovers, Houston, there's a lot of party going on. Hey, you could go get your, I wouldn't suggest it. Make sure you take care of your liver and your kidneys.
Yes.
But if you just want to mess them up, that's perfectly fine too. I got you. Get some IV hydration. I do B12 shots. I do the lipo-MICC, which is like a weight loss shot. I do sexual health things. So if you're going through menopause or andropause, because men go through some stuff too.
Yes. ED is a thing. I don't know if you have anything for that. That's a thing for men.
Hey. Yeah. So I got you. Now for sexual health, I do consults first because it's not something I keep here. I would have to order it for you. You know, we talk about let's get a treatment plan and I'll share it to you. But yeah, kind of like an all-in-one. That was the goal with Brazilian Body Oasis.
Whole thing that you got going on.
Yeah.
And it's important to have all of those aspects and not be able to miss someone. You know, and be able to provide them all the things that they need. Right. You know, and then being a nurse, you know, you can just talk and you're not shy, you know.
Absolutely
you
not.
definitely love to talk. So that's a huge thing. And it's like hats off to you for even having the faith to just jump out there and do what you're doing.
Yeah. My whole thing is, hey, just do it. Don't think about it. Sometimes I'm like, what? You know, I wish I would have prepared better, but I think if I would have overthought it, I would have never done it.
Yeah.
So just jump into it and pray, you know, have faith, trust the process, and just keep pushing.
Yeah.
Keep pushing.
Yeah.
You're
going to have ups and downs.
Absolutely.
And that goes along with anything that we do in life. There's always going to be those ups and downs. And so before we started the show, you were talking about people having questions. So if anybody has a question or something you want to ask, don't hesitate. Put it in the comments. I'll try to find it here on Instagram and find it on our main platforms here on Facebook and YouTube. So if there's any questions that you want to ask this young lady, definitely go ahead and put it in the comments and we'll address those.
Absolutely.
So what is something that you have on your mind? The floor is yours, and of course, we want to let you do your shameless plug and give your commercial. But after doing that, I'd like for you to go into anything that's just on your mind and that you would like to share,
So one thing I definitely want to like to share is because I like putting other people on.
Mm-hmm.
Like I am there's this song, it's called Boss by the Carters, JC and Beyonce, and it says, it's very powerful. It resonates a lot with me because it says, over here we say you're a boss. We hold on. It's kind of like it's along the lines. Don't quote me to it, but it says like you're not a boss. Is everyone around you is broke except for you.
Yeah.
That's very powerful.
Yeah.
That's why again my clique is so important. We all, we're all very empowered. So don't be stingy. And with that being said, in the building that I'm located downstairs, there is a business called Organic Med Spa. Organic Spa. Sorry. She's a licensed esthetician. So if you want to get, facials and stuff, I don't do facials. I do microneedling, but she can service you in other areas. And then you have Beautify, which my girl from Beautify, hi Cicely, if you're watching. Amazing. She does brows and eyelashes, and she is just a sweetheart. So, hey, you could come get your Botox, go get your eyebrows or lashes, get your facial. You could come and get it all in one, you know?
You can send them to the right spot.
Right.
Yeah, that's really cool. Right. So as far as being in business and the things that you're doing, what would you tell someone that's coming to you, the overall experience? What can they expect from Sarah and leaving out the door? What do you expect, or what would you say that you would think they're going to feel?
Top-notch customer service for sure. And if you don't believe me, look at my Google reviews.
Okay. That's important.
Very important.
Very important.
Very important. And you're coming into a person that's very humble and relatable.
Yeah.
I'm not a snotty person. I'm just a regular girl, just like anyone else.
Yeah.
Don't let what I have and what I've accomplished fool you. I'm very humble. I was born and raised in projects,
Yeah.
So don't be intimidated and don't let society drive you. Do whatever you want to do for yourself.
Yeah.
Screw a Ling over here. I mean, not trying to offend nobody.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
But, don't get offended of
anybody.
Yeah. Ashley over here is doing some type of, just do whatever makes you happy.
Yeah. And they can adopt your motto too, the 3 F's, right?
Correct.
if they're not helping you, and I think that's important. You say if they're not feeding you, like you said, you're not talking about a date, but like just feeding you as a whole, feeding your mind, feeding your body.
That part.
What does it matter? And if they're, I ain't gonna go into the other ones, but it's like seriously, what weight do you carry in my life?
Correct.
How are you helping me to move forward?
Correct.
And I absolutely support that because that's the reason for me doing the show and trying to reach people, because every show that I do, the purpose is, one, to support the business that we're in. So definitely want you to come and see her if you're in the field or just thinking about getting these services. Like, that's another thing. Like, people that don't think about it, now you put your salesman hat on. What would you tell people who are going to watch this, because that's another part of the show, in a lot of the work that I do with kids, we have to expose kids to things before they even realize it's a thing, and they might not want to do it, but when they see it, it's like, oh, I'm going to do that. So for somebody that's watching and didn't even know this was a thing, what would you say to them, that encourage them to be bold enough to come and see you? Because there's going to be somebody that ain't bold enough to take that step.
Absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely. Do a consult. Do a consultation. I do a free consultation. and express what really is bothering you. The first thing I ask when you sit on my chair is, what is your main area of concern? Mm-hmm. I'm not here just to make money off of it. I actually want to help you, right? So what's your area of concern? Your main area. Yeah. I know for females, it's definitely our appearance. Mm-hmm. I'm sorry. Like, there's not a female over the face of this earth that cannot tell me she's not concerned about something with her appearance. Yeah. Oh, I have gray hair. Oh, I have wrinkles. Oh, I have a fupa. Oh, I have, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's always our physical. So just do a consult. No purchase required. Just let's talk about it. Just explore your options and then think about it. And then if you want to do it in the future, then come right ahead. But if not, you know your options. Just be aware of your options. Yeah,
be exposed to those. That's good right there. Somebody is saying, I need a facial. Oh, she's saying, hey, what's up, Mallory? She says, what's her at? So tell people how to follow you.
Resilient Body Oasis. I wish here
Absolutely.
You could probably put, you can't see, but maybe.
There it is,
right there.
Absolutely. Resilient Body Oasis on Instagram.
And Facebook.
So we'll do the same thing. And on Facebook, let's see. Make sure these people see that. But I put it up, and it's, we don't have to do it for this one because it's right there at the bottom of the screen. So just go and follow her, go to the website. So that's another thing. As far as your website, is it fully functional and people can find all the services and stuff like that?
Yes. Okay. Yes, you can go through my website, book through my website. You can also, if you need to instant message me through Facebook or Instagram, you can do that as well. Just know that I am constantly busy, so it might take me a little bit just to respond, but that's definitely an option. And then Google, you know, you can Google me.
Let's say it again, check them Google reviews, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah,
you can go through Google, and I think there's a widget on my Google where you can text. Okay. You can chat, and they'll get like a text. But if not, the phone number that's listed on Google, you can message that. So if you call me and I can't answer, maybe I'm injecting or doing something, just shoot a text. Hey, Sarah, I'm interested in ABC, and I'll definitely give you a call back.
That's what's up. Man, you are doing some wonderful things over here. And the part that I love the most is the wraparound thing for me. You know, being a nurse, doing this service, and understanding what you're doing, having a personality, caring about the people, and being able to talk to them. This is nothing more weird than having somebody work on you. You just laying there.
Right.
Like, no conversation.
Right.
Like, man, can you hurry up and get done?
Right.
But I think it's really cool for you to be doing what you're doing, and I think this is definitely something that you obviously chose to do, but that you should be doing. So, yeah, I appreciate everything you're doing for the folks. Is there anything new that's coming? I know you talked about a couple new services, but is there anything else that, is new? And the reason I say that, because I'm hoping there's some type of podcast coming from the situation. What's up, Felicia?
Right. Like
consultation, just conversation.
There's a lot of things coming up. I don't want, because it's still a conversation, I don't want to jinx it.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's a lot of stuff. Maybe a TV show, maybe a podcast.
Okay. That's what's up. But any last things you'd like to share before we get up out of here that you want to give to the people?
Hey, don't let community drive you. Come see me. Let me help you. Yeah. Let me help you. You're not in this journey alone, and it's nothing like boosting your own confidence. So let me help you get there.
Yeah. Absolutely, man. And this has been a great time, great show, wonderful information. Quite a few people are even texting me, so man, that's some good information. Miss Sarah Diaz, Resilient Body Oasis, come and see her. She knows what she's doing. I mean, it's been years upon years that you've been doing this and in this field. So to take that step and be independent and have your own business is nothing like that.
Yeah.
Thank you. And lastly, we kind of talked about this. But what is the feeling now being a business owner and having your own business?
Whew. I'm not even gonna lie. You go through your ups and downs. Like I was saying earlier, sometimes I'm like, why did I do this? Because when you go into business, especially when you have a location, there's a lot of other bills that come with it. Okay, so yeah. So I go through my blues, but at the end of the day, every time one of my clients leaves and there's me. So it's definitely worth it.
That's definitely worth it. That is what's
so
up.
Don't be scared. Jump into that business, girl or boy. You got it. You got it. Just do it.
Absolutely. Got a shout out to Mo again. She's like, great job.
Thank you, Mo. Love you.
Appreciate you watching. Absolutely. So again, Mr. Diaz right here at Resilient Body Oasis, giving you all the things that you need for body, beauty, and wellness. Come to see her, or like she said, just do a consultation, man. If you're unsure, you're afraid, not financially ready, whatever the case may be. Yes.
That's another thing. I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
We offer Cherry as well.
Okay.
So Cherry is a platform where you apply, you're approved within seconds, and you do small installments to them. They pay me, and you don't have to worry about it, but you can get whatever services you want, and they'll approve you, even with a very low credit score.
That is awesome. So, no excuses, guys. If you need it, you can do what you need to do to get the resources to take care of the bill. And then it's not even about that. You're getting great services from a great person and a great company. So feel comfortable. That's what I'll say. And check us out again. Just speaking on the show we'll be doing this evening. I'll be back, but on a different platform with the Mind Matters show. And shout out again to my sister, Dr. P, and happy birthday to you again. Can't wait to see you guys later on this evening. Check out that show, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. And we're going to have a good time celebrating her and celebrating happy, because this is another thing. Getting back to happy, that's the last thing I want to ask you. What does it mean to you, or what would you say to yourself, I'd say, when you think about, man, what do I need to do to get back to happy? What is that?
To feel free.
Absolutely.
To feel free.
Yeah.
Like I was saying earlier, I don't like people telling me what to do. So I just to have control of my time management.
Yeah.
Not having to clock in, clock out. Like with business, hey, I'm overwhelmed, I'm anxious, I'm stressed out. I'm gonna block this week from my calendar, and I'm good. So that's a happy step.
And I want to say thank you for blocking this time out and actually wanting to be on the show. When you said it, I was like, yeah, right. She don't send you the information. You got me the stuff right away. I'm like, oh, she's serious. Okay, let's do it. So I'm glad we were able to make it happen. I'm glad to be here in your place, and much, much, much success to you.
Thank you.
And keep being the person that you are.
Thank
you. The one thing I'm taking away is those 3 F's. That's
absolutely. Y'all already know.
Absolutely. But keep doing the amazing things that you're doing, and I appreciate you being a part of the show.
Thank you. Absolutely. Thank you. It was a pleasure, y'all. Bye.
Y'all have a good rest of the week and weekend, and we'll see you back next week with another amazing story from another young lady who's doing some amazing things. So come back and see us next Thursday, 10:30 a.m. to noon, and we'll be live with another amazing story, telling stories of the community and the people that are driving those stories. So this has been the Reach Podcast Show with Resilient Body Oasis and your host and founder, LeVar Ellis. So appreciate you guys. We'll see you guys next week.
Thank you. Bye.
Absolutely. Let's see. Got one more comment. Okay. All right. Say love you, mommy. If people are loving on you. Can't see that comment, but yes, we'll see you guys.